Good afternoon or good evening to all of you. I am not going to talk to you about the technology, green hydrogen and all. I know everyone is really fed up listening about all those things. And as a matter of fact, I thought before coming here what I should talk. And I am going to interact with you, to deliberate with you, to think what should the best pathway for India for basically the objective of this green energy is nothing what Dr. Pant indicated, that it is for decarbonization or the climate change. And there is yesterday from the United Nations Secretary General, there is already a red alert that you know that 2023 was the hottest year of the decade, and they expect 2024 is going to be the more hottest. And now with this kind of thing, we have to deliberate, can hydrogen can provide a solution to you? Not a single kilo of hydrogen has been produced so far. We have been talking, technology are under development, storage and transportation are big problem. So India, we are not to follow what the West is going for. We have to have the most relevant Indian-centric approach for decarbonization, which I am going to talk to you today with you. Why to shift to green hydrogen? Dr. Pant indicated, he gave a very interesting history about it, and you know it from a pre-industrial era, CO2 level 280, it went up to 400 today, resulting in increase in the atmospheric temperature, and climate change is really affecting the human existence. Something has to be done today, not tomorrow. Now if you have a look at from the Stone Age, when we used to produce fire by rubbing on stone, then the wood era came, then the coal came, and crude oil and natural gas. If you see the history of last 300 to 400 years, every span of the energy took more than 50 to 60 years, or even 100 years. And now we are talking about the renewable energy. In the renewable energy, solar, hydro, and wind energy has been covered by Dr. Pant. Then there are two more important energy sources, that are green hydrogen and bioenergy and biofuels. At least for a renewable energy, solar, hydro, and wind, India has got a very strategic position, and India will supplement the energy needs definitely from this renewable sector. And solar and wind are going to play a very important role towards decarbonization in this area. And India is already making a tremendous progress. No doubt, numbers are not adequate to meet the target, but still there is a lot of, at least with respect to technology, respect to policies, everything in place. Now green hydrogen, we have been talking a lot. No doubt it's going to be an important part of the energy system, because it has been accepted worldwide that this is a molecule free of carbon. And based upon that, it's going to be a very, very important part of the energy mix. It will be definitely a potential new industry. It will open a big sector for all the industries and will lead to technology development, export of high value, jobs creation, and positive societal development. This is the area which I think it is very relevant to India, that is the bioenergy, compressed biogas and bioethanol. And bioethanol, it is energy, it is chemical, you can make petrochemical out of it, and I think it's the right pathway for our country to follow. Seeing this kind of potential of this, our Honorable Prime Minister during G20 announced the International Bio Alliance. And already more than 20 countries have joined hands, and they find that this part of bioenergy, Though in Europe they may call it, it's not a carbon neutral or it is carbon positive, but definitely if you have the carbon balance, you will find it either a carbon neutral or carbon negative in some cases. Now let's talk about the competitive future. Priority for India, what Dr. Pant already indicated, energy security and decarbonization. But for India, first, according to me, is the energy security, and simultaneously with energy security, decarbonization comes. But now in decarbonization, do you think only energy is going to play an important part? Why we are going after the energy only? India needs growth, India needs energy, and India will go out in all ways to have energy from anywhere to accelerate their growth and to remove this poverty. There were the important areas which is very India-centric and India already offered to the world. How to go for the decarbonization. And apart from the green fuels, change in the lifestyle for environment. Our Honorable Prime Minister already indicated this should be a mass movement. Entire change of lifestyle should be based upon needs, but not for the greeds. And the global peace. No one talks about global peace. Can you imagine the amount of emissions taking place in the Ukraine-Russia war and Gaza war? It is more than a country as a whole put together. Simply stop it. This kind of carbon emission can go away altogether. And our Honorable Prime Minister indicated this is not an era of war. These are the Indian-centric approaches which can lead India on the top of the decarbonization. Any kind of energy what we offer, basically it should have few important characteristics to offer. Easy and quick to generate, cost competitive, easy to store, easy to transport, safe to use, and environment friendly. Green hydrogen does not come in fulfill any other criteria today. Challenges in each segment or each vertical of energy. Solar, hydro, and wind, almost entire world has mastered it, including India. And India is very geographically placed to contribute significantly in this area. Green hydrogen technologies are still immature. Every day you are changing, new developments are taking place for the electrolyzers, alkaline electrolyzer without memory, they are in the market. How to make the investment in such area where technology are changing almost on a monthly basis. Storage is a problem, transportation is a problem, safety standards are not in place so far, export infrastructure is not there. Cost of production today of green hydrogen is prohibitive. You tell me any commercial organization or corporate will set up the green hydrogen production facility when the cost of production is not techno-economically viable. Your optics are not guaranteed. Which bank will finance you, tell me? The other key point, important thing to deliberate and to find out. Incentive offered by our government, to be honest, are not adequate compared to Europe and United States. They have almost provided the incentive which makes green hydrogen equivalent to the gray hydrogen. India can't afford to do it. So therefore, there is going to be a time lag. According to me, instead of giving such kind of huge money for the electrolyzer or PLI scheme for the hydrogen, government should have allocated the entire budget for the R&D for the green hydrogen, and with these kind of laboratories and scientists, our country would have been offering technology in green hydrogen to the entire world. And next point comes is the trained manpower. This is the area which our country should spend time to produce from virtual reality and AVR to train manpower to handle green hydrogen, particularly with respect to the safety aspect. Now I come to the biofuels, which are very Indian-centric and particularly which affect the direct 60% of the population of the country. Though many people, many countries say that this is not a carbon-friendly fuel, but with the carbon balance, it is carbon neutral. 60% of our population is involved in the rural sector, and the more and more we produce ethanol from cane sugar, from the grains, and from the corn, our farmers will get, agricultural growth will take place, and more ethanol we can produce from ethanol chemistry, almost any chemical or any petrochemical out of it. And that transportation can be shifted on ethanol up to 100%. But here again, all the kind of biorefineries what are coming in India are in the range of 300 or 400 or 250 KLPD. In United States, minimum economic size of the biorefineries are more than 1,200 to 1,500 KLPD. The most important pathway for the ethanol production is going to be from 1.5G and 2.2G technology, that is basically from the cellulose or from the corn. India should import non-edible corn from United States duty-free, so that in 5 years our farmers can start the cultivation and we can have the infrastructure to produce ethanol in large quantity to meet the target of not only E20, even we can go up to E100. Therefore, to conclude, I see India is going to lead in the bioenergy. Solar and hydrogen will supplement energy pool. Green hydrogen will take at least a decade to start contributing. Crude oil, natural gas, and coal will contribute significantly till 2070 when we achieve our carbon neutral. Thank you very much. I am here to talk to now. I know I have shifted the topic, totally different. We can talk on any issue to see what is the right path, best way for our country. And I am quite sure we should not follow what the West is doing it. We should do what India needs, what is India-centric with respect to technology, with respect to our requirement. Thank you very much.
Please give a big round of applause for Dr. Gupta.